What's going on, guys? We're back at it with another one, and today he just flung that shrimp right back at me. And today we're dock fishing right behind my dad's house. And this video is to show you how to dock fish down here in South Florida. This is a marine catfish. This fish can hurt you. The dorsal fins and the pectoral fins have venomous spines, so we're going to be careful while handling this fish, and this is how I like to do it. I have these grippers like this right here. I'm going to put the catfish up on this piling, or let's put them on the ground. All right, now you're on chest cam. All right, catfish, chill out, let them chill. I like taking these grippers just like so, and I got them completely gripped. My hand's gonna stay away from these pectoral fins and dorsal fins that have these spines on them. It's hard to see maybe, but there are venomous spines right here. We're gonna use our pair of pliers and we're gonna get the hook out. Just like that, hook is out, catfish is still on the grippers, and we're gonna let him go. See ya. Catfish was released to live another day, but how do you avoid just catching catfish all day off your dock? But there's certain things that I tell all my customers is that all the good fish are around the structure. So as you see right here, we have a seawall, some finger piers going out from the boat lifts, and that is where snappers, sheepshead, Mayan cichlids, and maharas are gonna live. We got ourselves a now thawed out frozen shrimp from Rose Marina. This guy's pretty big, so I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do to actually prep this thing for bait. We're gonna remove the head of the shrimp, just like so, toss that in the water. That's a little extra attractant. We're gonna remove this part of the tail. Just pinch that off with your thumb. And now we're actually going to peel the shell off the shrimp. Yes, you heard me, peel the shell off the shrimp. That's half of it. And boom, shell right off. And now we just got pure meat. Toss that in, and now we're just going to cut this guy we're going to cut in half, but a larger shrimp cut into thirds, bang bang, and you have 3 nice pieces. We're just going to cut this guy right in half, and we're going to grab a piece of our shrimp, put it on our #1 Mustad circle hook, and I got this Mustad circle hook attached with a simple loop knot. We're going to put the hook right into the base of the tail, come out, and then again one more time into the body of the shrimp, and stick the hook point out just like so. We're going to toss this guy right by dock piling, and that's going to help eliminate a lot of catfish, and hopefully we'll get on to some better fish. All right, here we are, and we're going to flip right in to this finger pier just like so. Let it sink down. You guys don't have to use weight where you're fishing. Don't use any weight. Less is more, if that makes sense. Less jewelry on a line means more bites for you. And where I'm fishing right now, there's a little to no current. The only thing that's making this water move right now is the wind. And every canal is going to have different species of fish. Here where I'm fishing is a brackish water creek, and I already got a bite. This is a brackish water creek right here. So there's Mayan cichlids, maharas, snapper, and sheepshead. And we have someone biting. We did. Let's see if he's there. And whatever it was stole the bait pretty good. That is common. It's going to happen, but that's right. That's why you have a whole package of shrimp, and you're just going to keep on trying. You got to dedicate some time until you catch some good fish. Just like that, right on the hook. Let's toss it right back to the same spot since we got bit just about right away there. Over by the pilings. This wind is no joke today. It's blowing like 25 miles an hour, and hopefully the bite comes just as quick as it did before. But right here in this creek, I've caught everything from Mayan cichlids, largemouth bass, 2 types of catfish, tilapia, triple tail, snook, sea trout, redfish, sheepshead, mangrove snapper, black drum. So I've caught quite a few different species right off the seawall. behind my dad's house. But like I said, the salinity of the water and where you're located on a canal is going to mean a whole lot. I'm at a dead end of a canal that leads out to a creek, which leads out to a river, which is about 30 minutes or so from the Gulf of Mexico. And there's a lot of freshwater creeks that feed into this brackish water creek. So there's a high concentration of fresh water in here, hence why we have a lot of these cichlids inside this creek. Well, I just moved up to the bow of the boat to fish under this bulkhead just because I really wasn't getting any bites back where I just was. Immediately seeing a school of mud minnows, but it looks like something's biting onto the line now. Something definitely did. Something was there and moved the shrimp piece all the way from over there to here. But he just wasn't there just yet. So let's wait a little bit more and see if this fish comes back. Here we go, guys. We're getting a bite right now, and we got him. We got a Mayan cichlid. Heck yeah. All right, nice one too. These are hard fighting little fish that are not native to the area. They're actually from Central America. And there he is right there. Let's get him to the good camera. There's our first good fish of the day. Just got to be careful. They're hard to grip and they got some nasty spines. This is a Mayan cichlid. Trying to get the hook out. Oop. Got to hold tight on these guys. Just use the pliers to pop this hook out. Oop. Losing grip on him a little bit. Alright, and there he is right there. First fish of the day, invasive Mayan cichlid. You could actually eat these fish. There's white flaky meat on these guys, or you could use them for shark bait, tarpon bait, whatever it may be. Small ones can be used for snook or peacock bass bait, but we're going to send this guy back home and we're going to see what else we can catch. I always stress how fishing off docks is very structure oriented. You want to make sure you get your bait right next to pilings or under docks themselves. And we're going to flip this guy. So I'm just opening up my bail and I'm just letting it swing. And I'm going to swing it right under the bulkhead there, just like that. And let the bait sink down to the bottom. If you don't get a bite within 2, 3, 4 minutes, retrieve up, cast somewhere else, just so catfish don't sniff it out on you. And let's see if we can get another Mayan or maybe another species of fish. Starting to get another bite here. There is a drain pipe that comes in from the road underneath this bulkhead. Now I have seen fish in the past like gar and bass and snook come in and out of there, including a water moccasin one time. I don't know if this fish exactly has it or not, but let's see. He doesn't. He grabbed it a couple times. There's definitely some smaller cichlids and maharas down there. Let's flip it back under there, just like that, and see if we could get bit. Here we go. Finally got him. Small fish. That's why it was so difficult to catch this guy. Let's get him up to the good camera. That's our second Mayan cichlid. A lot smaller than that first one. That's why he, oop, hey. Let's get a better grip on him so we don't get spined here. Let me try to go from underneath. All right, I feel like I have a better grip on this guy. That's why he was so hard to hook, because he was such a small fish. This would be a good size to use for snook bait right here, or tarpon bait. But we're gonna get him back in, put another piece of shrimp out, and see if we can catch another species to show y'all. I put on a really small piece of shrimp, and since both of our bites have come from over here, we're gonna flip back under the bulkhead here again. It is hot. It is the middle of the day. It's like 3 p.m., 2 or 3 p.m. And this is why these fish are chilling under this bulkhead like this. And hopefully there's more down there, and hopefully some other species too. We shall find out. Yeah, what's up? How you been? Oh, let's see if he's got it. Yeah, just some little Mayan oh no, it's a little mangrove snapper. The second species of the day. It's just a little tiny mangrove snapper. And let's pop him off the hook. It's actually a native species. See ya. Okay, that was pretty cool. Got a new species, mangrove snapper. Let's see what else is underneath this bulkhead. All right, guys, we are back to the house. Actually, it's a whole day later. The dock fishing was not the best, but I've been getting a lot of requests for a dock fishing video. So yesterday I had the perfect opportunity to fish behind my dad's house in Fort Myers. And usually the fishing is a little bit better, but it just didn't pan out how I hoped. But we did still catch some pretty cool fish. We got some Mayan cichlids, we got that mangrove snapper, and I just wanted to show you the basics of how to fish a dock. You know, casting out in the middle of the canal is going to get you a catfish, like you saw in the intro to my video. And then when you cast near structure, flip your bait under docks and along dock pilings, you will have a lot more success with better fish other than catfish. I'd also like to show you some of the knots that I used yesterday. As you saw in the video, I was using braided line. So this right here is not the same braid that I used yesterday. This is like 80-pound moss green Power Pro braid. And we have 50-pound monofilament leader. And again, same thing with the braid. This is not the leader I used. I used like 20-pound braid and 15-pound mono leader, just so hopefully it's easier for you guys to see on the video. So let's get down to it. Our first knot's going to be a uni-to-uni splice knot, and that is braided line to leader material. Let's see if we can get that in focus here. Let me check out my screen. Yeah, I think you can somewhat see it. So what we're going to do first is parallel our leader material with our braid. And what I mean is just like this, right alongside each other. You see that there? Right alongside each other, leader material paralleled with the braid. We're gonna make a loop with the leader, and we're gonna go in and out of that loop 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. So now I'm going to pull my tag end of my leader. This leader is a lot stiffer than a 15-pound. We're gonna pull the tag end of the leader just like that until it cinches down pretty tight. You could use your fingers and push up on the knot. So now we have a cinched uni knot right there. And now we're gonna do it to the other side with the braid. So again, our lines are still paralleled. Here's our braid, here's our leader. Parallel it. We're gonna form a loop this time with the braided line. We're gonna go in and out 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And we're going to pull the tag end and cinch it tight. And there is our uni knot with our braid right there. And now we have 2 uni knots, one with braid, one with the leader. And we're going to pull our braided line and our leader line together, just like that. I think you see that in the camera there, together. And there it is, a uni to uni splice knot. And obviously you want to trim down these tag ends. I have my kitchen scissors with me. They're not the best for cutting line, but bang, just like that. And cut the tag of your braid. Again, not the best for cutting. There it is. And that is a finished uni to uni splice knot, braid to monofilament or braid to fluorocarbon leader. And now we're going to show you the loop knot that I had on my hook. We got our big old hook right here. Obviously this is not the hook I used dock fishing. You saw I was using a #1 Mustad circle hook, which is way smaller than this. This is actually one of my catfish hooks that I use down in the Amazon. But anyhow, we're going to use a thick braided line to show you how to tie a loop knot. I'm gonna put my hook down. And the first step, let me get some extra line. The first step for a loop knot is to take your line and form a half hitch. And you want to cinch it down, but not all the way. Just like so. Not cinched all the way. We have a healthy tag end. We're going to take our tag end and go through, let's see if we can show it to the camera, go through the eye of the hook. And we're going to bring the eye of the hook down to our cinched overhand knot. I like to pinch the line right above the cinch. And we're going to wrap around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you wrapped around your leader 4 times, and we're going to bring our tag end in through that cinch that you formed. Now that we have the tag through the cinch, I'm going to use my teeth, and we're going to pull the tag this way while I pull the leader line straight up. Just like this. And there we have a loop knot. And obviously we're going to cut our tag ends, but don't cut the tag end all the way down. You want to leave a little bit just in case that knot pulls tighter and your tag won't slide right through the knot and you'll lose the fish. This is how your loop knot will look, and it is a very easy, simple knot to get you back in the game right away. It is a strong knot. It is a knot that I learned in Panama. We're offshore fishing for billfish, tuna, roosterfish, cubera, snapper, so I do trust in this knot. Makes the hook more fluent, makes the bait move around more naturally. If you tie on a lure, like a paddle tail lure or a fluke, it gives it more of a nice wiggle than what it would with the more rigid knot. I hope this short how to fish around a dock video helps you guys out, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and my friends, always stay fishing, and we'll see you on the next one.